Back again, committed, and I've made the cut. Scary time. So that's chopped off through there, there, and there. But I wasn't as confident as I might have liked to have been, so I've cut them about an inch longer than they need to be to meet up to these points on the replacement part. Still got to make the bottom sleeves yet, but now I need to clean these ones up and sort of start getting some alignment. I got to peel these sections off of here and get all them off. So these ones here are ready to go on. I've taken the other donor parts off of that would have impacted. So I will keep going and show you what either brilliance or disaster I have made. So I begin preparing this, cleaning it up. I am going to wet sandblast it and then prime it just to protect it from rusting again. Clean everything up on that and fit that onto here. A strange thing, which you can probably see in the light right now, there seems to be this wave through the housing around the shocker tower. I thought, oh, it's been damaged by something, but then it's on both sides. Is this normal? I haven't seen that before. I'm not going to be able to knock it out, so maybe I'll lead wipe it. I don't know, but not something I've noticed. Anyway, that's coming on. Just clean that up, so give that a wire brush and a paint. Line up, get these cuts lined up. Put in my guides. I have to drill through here and just tack them in, then slide that front on and see how it fits. It's going to be a while yet, but it's coming on. So today I have just a little bit of time to do some stuff, so I'm going to strip this back, this front end, keep going with the wheel, the little wheel that takes paint off, and clean this right up, and then turn it over, and I'll do what I can, and then the last part I'll wet sandblast, clean up. So I'll keep it that. What I've done here also to clean it up is I've hit it with a wet sandblaster. So I've got to a lot of those areas that you can't get a grinding disc in. Cleaned it up there, so that hasn't been too bad. I've got to clean the rest of this up. The other thing is too, when Ford make these, as you can see, the welds are really quite crap. Look at the front of that. Now that's factory, that looks shit. So I'm going to grind them off and redo them and make them look a bit nicer. So I'll clean all that up, get all that rust off, clean everything up in here. I'll have to wet blast that, and then I'll paint the whole thing up a bit just to protect it from rusting again. And I think it'll, my panel beat most of it straight now, so it's starting to look better. So by the time I'm done, it will look pretty good, I think. Ground off the big dags that factory Ford put on. Now what I'll do is I'll weld them up, make them look nice and neat, same as that one there. That looked like crap, and that looked like a bird had crapped on it, so clean that up. So I'll sort them out, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So back at it, just been knocking the dents out and tidying up these panels here and across the top. Still got a bit of clean to do. I was talking about the welds the other day, so I've ground this one down because it looks like crap from a factory like that. And then this one here I've tidied up and welded in extra and made it look a bit nicer. So I don't have to do it, but I think it looks a bit better. Not sure what I'll do about these crappy corner jobs at the moment. Maybe I'll get the die grinder in there, clean them out and run a bead up there as well. It looks absolute appalling standard. I mean, if that was a home job by someone and everyone commented on it, I can only imagine. So yeah, that's factory. Anyway, clean this up, keep going. So that looks a whole lot better than I believe than it did before. Now I'm sure some purists out there, a whole lot smarter than me, will say that it's now too strong and it won't flex and all sorts of things, but then looking at the quality of those welds from the factory over 50 years ago, I don't know so much. Then it was still here after 50 years, so that says something too, doesn't it? Anyway, that's what I'm doing. These brackets here, I have now just put a couple of plug welds in. to hold them in place, top and bottom, on both sides. And I haven't done the bottom yet. It needs to be cut, I realise this, but I want to try and pull it up close to see how well it goes and where it needs to be cut. I'm going to have to ratchet strap it on because it's tight, but I'd rather have it tight than slopping around, so I'll give that a go and see what happens. Well, after nearly 3/4 of a day, all I've managed to achieve is to get this basically cut square and match the car itself, the chassis. So that side's done. I've cut them pieces here, which gave me held to the right place so that they fit there. That one's in, they're just tack welded in at the moment. Again, it's spot welded in a couple of spots. That one's in there. And I've just got to make this one now. There's my little pictures. Cut them out, fold them up, get them in, make sure they fit both sides, weld that in, drill the holes out, weld it in. And then maybe I can slide this on the end. So it's taking me a bit of time, but I'll tell you what, glad when this is done. Well, I'm up to the moment of truth. I've got these tacked in, I've drilled them, and whoops, I haven't drilled the top. I will drill them, and I've drilled the sides. Yes, and I did do the bottom. So I've got to drill those top ones, and then it's ready to slide them on, and hopefully it'll fit. And then I can weld it up. Well, I've progressed a bit. I welded the top, most of the bottom. That's all done there, and it's done down in that corner, though I have to still take off the centre bracing there and then clean all that up properly, that weld. Still to do that corner yet, so that's got to be done. But up top, this one's now on, finished, and this one down here for the chassis rail. So that's done too, which is great. So it's coming on alright, bit of mucking around. In the end, I'm about 1 millimetre longer from the firewall point to here, and from that one to there, than I am on the XB that I measured from, the Ute. So I think all in all, it's been relatively successful. So here it is, on, completed, welded up, and it come up okay. Now, when I did put it on though, that first time that didn't fit, so I was out with the pixies to think that it would. In fact, it took me a further half a day to get it on in the end, but it's now on and done and straight, and I think I'm about 1 millimetre difference in measurement on both sides, left and right, front to back, and then on the diagonals it's about 2 millimetres out, or 2.5, but I reckon that's close enough. And besides that, when I put the centre mount back in and bolt that in, I might be able to load it up under straps and pull that last mil or so out. So, finally done. What a job, but got a new front on it. Yay. Yes, hey Iggy.